Good morning, student. Today I'm going to discuss with you a lesson in grammar which will always use full to you in all except while you speak, while when you write it. And children, the name of the topic is preposition. Okay. So first of all, let me tell you what is the meaning of preposition. The word preposition means placing before. What is the meaning of the preposition? Pre means before and position. Okay, so placing before. It shows the relation between a noun or a pronoun. So what does it shows? It shows the relation between a noun and a pronoun and some other words in a sentence. The other words can be a noun, a verb, or an adjective. For example, the pen is lying on the table. For example, the pen is lying on the table. Okay. So, children, here three sentences I am writing it, and you see how the prepositions are used here. So, children, you can see the pen is lying on the table. Okay. This is sentence number 1. The pen is lying on the table. Okay. And this is sentence number 2. The man is standing under the mango tree. The man is standing under the mango tree. And the third one is he came at midnight. He came at midnight. So the word preposition means placing before. Okay, and it shows the relation between a noun or a pronoun and some other words in a sentence. The other words can be noun or a verb or an adjective. For example, let's take the first sentence. The man is lying on the table. Okay, in this sentence, the word on shows the relation between the pen and the table. The pen is lying on the table. In this sentence, the word on shows the relation between the pen and the table. Now we will read the second sentence. The man is standing under the mango tree. Here, under is preposition, and it is showing the relation between the man and the mango tree. So it is showing the relation between the man and the mango tree. Third, he came at midnight. Okay. The word at shows the relation between he and midnight. Okay. He came at midnight. So it shows the relation between he and midnight. So what now I think you must have understood what is a preposition. Alright. And one more sentence you can see. She cuts vegetable with a knife. So which shows the relation between she and knife. We shows the relation between she and a knife. Okay. So now I will be telling you some of the uses of the important preposition. Now, for example, at. Okay. At and in are there. So, at is used for exact time. At is used for exact time. It is also denote for, it is the preposition of time also, and it is the preposition of place also. It is the preposition of time also, It is a preposition of place also. Okay, so like he gets up at 7 o'clock. I go to the school at 8 o'clock. Okay, and then it is used at is a preposition of place also. So it is used for a smaller place, like he lives not in a village, he lives at a village. He lives at a village. They are going for a walk. They are going for a walk. Okay, they are going there. So they are going to the station. They are going at the station. Okay, so the guest took lunch at 3 o'clock. Mrs. Sinha lives at Boring Road, at Boring Road in Patna. At Boring Road in Patna. Okay, at Boring Road is a small place, and thus with the name of the big city we write in. So Patna is a big city. Okay, I reached there. I reached there. Okay, uh, in so the train arrived at midnight. So midnight again, children, is a time. Okay, if it's not exact time, but it is a time. So children, I will be telling you something about preposition of time first. And at is the preposition of time, on is the preposition of time, and in is the preposition of time. So at, I have told you, it is just used before definite point of time. At is used before definite point of time, like at 3 o'clock, at midnight, at the beginning of the class, at the end of the meeting. We know when the meeting will be ending. So the definite point of time, it is known as. Then at night, at dawn. Okay, and children, at indefinite periods of time also, like at Christmas, at Diwali. Okay, so at is usually denotes a definite point of time, but can also be used for indefinite period, like he will be coming at night. Night means it can be from 11 o'clock to 2 o'clock. Okay, now on is used with days and dates. On is used with days and dates. On. On is used with days and dates. Okay, like I will meet him on Sunday. I will meet him on Sunday. Right? Then on 5th of December, he is going to come. He is going to come on 5th of December or 5th of February. Okay, so children, with days and with dates we use on. Okay, like then children, on the evening of the 6th March, he will be arriving here on the evening of the 6th March. Okay, then in is used with parts of the day, month, year, season. This is very important, children. So on is used with days and dates. 2D, just remember 2D. And now in with season. It is used with season. Okay. In is used with season, year, month and date. Year, month and day. Okay. So day, year, month, season. Okay. So he is coming in the morning, she is arriving in the afternoon, the party will be held in the evening. The party will be held in the evening. Okay. Then season. In winter, we will go to Nepal. In summer, we will go there to eat mango in my village. Holi will be there in March. And children, then year. I was born in 1965. She was born in 1920. Okay, so in is used with parts of the day, year, month and season. Okay, so add on in. Remember, on is children used with days and dates. Okay, in is used with a part of the day and month and year and season. In is also used with the future tense to show the period in which an action will happen. In is also used with the future tense to show the period in which the action will happen. In is also used with the future tense to show the period in which an action will happen, like in 2 hours, in few minutes, in a fortnight, in a fortnight, in 2 hours, in a few minutes. So carefully note the difference between in and within. Now children, in and within are almost the same. But what is the meaning? In means at the end of, within means before the end of. I shall be back in a week. I shall be back in a week when a week is over. I shall be back within a week. That means before the week is over. So you can see the differences between in and within. Now children, I am going to tell you about difference between in and within. Okay. So in means at the end of and within means before the end of. Before the end of something. If you will tell I shall be back in a week, that means when the week is over, then you will return back. And within means before the end of the week. Okay. Our classes will start within a week. That means before this week. Alright. Now by. The next one is by. So by. By, by. So I am going to write about the preposition by. Okay. By, it denotes the latest time at which an action will be over. So by, it denotes an latest time at which an action will be over. The show will be over by 6 p.m. The show will be over by 6 p.m. The show will be over by 6 p.m. Okay, it may be over before 6, but the latest time at which it can be over is 6. Now children, from. From denotes the starting point of an action. So from this preposition from, how from is, when from is used, it denotes the starting point of an action. It is almost always used with to or till or until. So the examination will be held from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. He was the Chief Minister of Assam from 1984 till 1989. So children, from with form there will be two preposition, to, from and to. One combination is from and to. Okay, like he worked, his office hours are from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. or then with, or it is used with till or until. He was the Chief Minister of Assam from 1984 till 1989. Okay. Filling the blanks with suitable preposition. More than one choice is possible in certain cases. So, he was the Chief Minister of Assam from 1984 till 1989. Then children, some of the prepositions, you have to fill in the blanks I am giving you and you have to tell me the answer. The prize reservation function will be held, now the date is there, will be held on 17th March at 4 p.m. I shall wait for you, okay, from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Sunday. I hope you will come. Progress reports are sent to the parents at the end of the month. I will always at home on Sunday morning. Okay, so these are some of the preposition. He has been in the hospital on January. He was in the hospital on from January to March, from 21st January till 31st March, like this you can say. Okay, our shop announced a clearance sales on Durga Puja. At the time the fire brigade arrived, the house had been reduced to ashes. So children, these are some of the important in the blanks I discussed with you. Okay, so I think some of the preposition which is well related with the time we have discussed. Now children, preposition of position. Okay, preposition of position. So first of all, we will discuss with at, with the starting. At and in is the preposition of position. At and in were also used. At is also was the preposition of time, and it is also used with the preposition of position. Okay. At has the idea of an exact point. It is used with village, small town. In has the idea of large area and is used for speaking of bigger town, street or countries. So, at has the idea of an exact point. It is used with village, small town. In has the idea of a larger area and is used while speaking of bigger town, streets or country. That means children, when a village is there or a small town is there, so what do we use? We use at. And if a large town is there, so we use in. Like, he lives at Karol Bagh in New Delhi. So Karol Bagh is very less area compared to whole New Delhi. So it is a small area. So here we are using at. He lives at Karol Bagh in New Delhi. I will meet you at Ambala station. Station is a small area, so at is used here. He lives in England. England is a large area. Okay. Then at the end, in the middle, in a factory, in a bank. So these are few of the places where we use in, like at the factory, in a factory, in a bank, in the middle, at the end. Okay, children, at also conveys the idea of general neighborhood. In conveys the idea of something contained. Please sit at the table when you eat. So at conveys the idea of general neighborhood and in conveys the idea of something contained. I shall meet you at Connaught Place. Turn left at the next crossing. The jam bottle is in the refrigerator. The stamps are lying in the drawer. So children, In is also telling here about what it is telling. It conveys the idea of something which is contained, when something is contains inside something. Like the stamps are lying in the drawer. Drawer is containing the stamp. The books are lying inside the bag. The bag is containing something. And what is that? That is book. Now the other one of the other preposition is between and among. Okay, this is also a often come in use and it's very important. So the other preposition is between and among. So when do we use between? Between, as we all know, it is used between two persons or thing, and among is used with more than two persons or thing. Among is used with more than two persons. A small table was lying between the two chairs. Between two, if two things are there, and if two persons are there, so what do we use? We use between. And if more than two person or thing is there, then we use among. So between is used with two person or thing, among is used with more persons or things. Okay. He was happy to be among his friends again. He was happy to be among his friends again. The hare hid among the bushes. Lot of bushes were there. Okay. Now children, the other is on and upon. This is again the preposition of position on and upon. Okay, so when do we use on? When do we use upon? Okay, this you have to see. So where do we use on and where do we use upon? On is used in speaking of things at rest. Upon is used with things in motion. So children, when on is used when thing is on rest, and upon is used when the thing is in motion. All right. So like on is used in with the thing which is rest. Like my bag is on the table, so bag is resting on the table. The cat sprang upon the table. Then above or over. Both above and over means higher than. Sometimes we can use either of them. The flags waved over our heads. The flags waved above our heads. So above and over. Above and over both have the same meaning, higher than, and sometimes we can use either of them. The flags waved over our heads. The flags waved above our heads. But over can also mean covering or vertically above. Over can also mean covering or vertically above. My father put a blanket over me. Okay, covering or vertically above. There is a bridge over the stream, vertically above. There is a fan exactly over the table, vertically above. Okay. Then below and under. Both below and under means lower than. Sometimes we can use either of them, both, but under also means vertically. Below, vertically below. It also has the idea of contact. There was a beautiful lake below us in the valley. The traveler was resting under a tree. Okay, she put the book under her pillow. Now children, now we will read about children preposition of direction. Okay, this is also important. So to has the sense of destination or towards of direction. He went to the school. We went towards the school. We went to the school. We went towards the school. Into denotes movement toward the interior of something. The dog jumped into the pond. She quietly walked into the room. At has the idea of hitting. She threw the stone at the dog. For such is the beginning of a movement. The workers left for the factory. The child leaves for the school early in the morning. Again show pressure or contact. He threw the bag against the wall. Ed has the idea of hitting also, like she threw the stone at the dog. For suggests the beginning of a movement. The worker left for the factory. So it is showing the children beginning of the movement. The child leave for the school early in the morning. Okay, and into denotes movement toward the interior of something. Like the snake crawled into its hole. Then preposition of direction. Okay, so what are the words which is used there for preposition of direction is from, of, out of. From is used with the point of departure. She has already gone from the office. Off shows separation. He fell off the horse. The ball rolled off the table. Okay. Now, out of the now other prepositions showing movement are through, over, along, across, round up, down. These prepositions have already been illustrated. Then children, why? We walk by car, we travel by bus, we travel by train, we travel by air, okay, by boat, by sea, or we walk on foot, we ride on horseback, we go on a cycle. Okay, so these are some of the preposition. Now student, some preposition are there and we are so confusing that we don't know about the correct use of those prepositions, so I'm going to tell about those preposition also. Like children, the use of by and with. By and with. By is used to express the agent or doer of an action. With relates the instrument with which the action is done. The old man was beaten by some stranger with a stick. The old man was beaten by some stranger with a stick. The lawn was mown by the gardener with a mower. Then after and in. Okay, after and in. After is used to denote some period of time in the past. In is used to show some period of time in the future. After is used to denote some period of time in the past. In is used to show some period of time in the future. She came back home after an hour. We will come back home in an hour. Beside and besides. Beside means by the side of. Beside means in addition to. Please put this bag beside the box. Besides giving me books, she gave me her nose. Now children, verbs of commands, request, invitation, advice normally do not take the preposition to after them. Such words are advise, ask, beg, command, encourage, invite, tell, request, fall. Like she advised me to wait. Okay, and not advised to me. She advised me to wait. I requested a teacher to explain the poem again. She invited all her friends to her sister's wedding. Now on time, there is one preposition, on time and in time. Okay. On time at the arranged time. Everything was on time. Arranged time. Then in time, not late with a comfortable margin. Not late with a comfortable margin. So we reached the station in time for the train. They were not late, but they were within the time. They within the comfortable. There was a bit margin was there, maybe for 5 minutes or 2 minutes. Then the train started on time. The train is started on time. That means it was not before the time, not after the time, but the train started exactly at what time it was scheduled to be. So on time and in time. Okay. Then one preposition is beside and besides. Beside Then besides, S is there. Beside mean by the side of, besides means in addition to. Please put this back beside the box. Besides giving me book, she gave me her notes. Beside means by the side of. Besides mean in addition to. Besides giving me books, she gave me her notes. Okay, so these are all the important preposition we have discussed, the confusing preposition we have discussed. With this, children, I complete my video here. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.